So, how does a loving, devoted, pregnant housewife turn into a brilliant criminal mastermind in like the span of a single evening? Today, we're going to unpack Roald Dahl's incredible piece of dark humor, Lamb to the Slaughter, to figure out the anatomy of a perfect and honestly, a perfectly chilling crime. Dahl doesn't start with something scary. Nope. He starts with tranquility. This whole scene is designed to be a trap. He paints this picture of pure comfort. Everything is warm and loving, and it's all so the betrayal that's coming hits that much harder. So let's start with part one, a picture of serenity. Dahl really wants to lull us into this state of calm, to make us see Mary's seemingly perfect little world. Getting to know Mary is absolutely key here. She's not just a wife, she's basically the poster child for 1950s domestic devotion. She's 6 months pregnant, she's got this glow, this quote, new calm look, and her entire world, her whole day revolves around the simple joy of her husband coming home. She's the perfect happy housewife. A Roald Dahl is about to just completely flip on its head. And this line, it's so important. It tells us this isn't just any old evening. It is the absolute high point of her day. She lives for this ritual with her husband, Patrick, who is a police detective, just soaking in his presence after being alone all day. And just as we're all settled into this cozy scene, the first crack appears. The second Patrick Maloney walks through that door, the entire feeling of the room just starts to change. You can just feel the contrast, right? All of Mary's warmth is met with this icy coldness. His answers are short. He slams his first drink back in one go and then pours another one that's way stronger than usual. He just brushes off every little thing she does to try and take care of him. Every single action is screaming that something is terribly, terribly wrong. And then he says this. It's a command, not a request. And he says it twice. Sit down. That repetition, his whole tone, it's a total break from their normal life. This is the exact moment that Mary and all of us reading along start to feel this genuine sense of dread. Okay, and this is just genius on Dahl's part. He never actually tells us what Patrick says. Is he leaving her? Did he cheat? We have no idea, and you know what? We don't need to. All we need to see is how it hits Mary. Puzzled horror. By leaving it a mystery, the betrayal somehow feels even bigger. I mean, just look at how fast her entire world falls apart. In just a few minutes, the peaceful, loving, expectant wife we just met is gone. She's replaced by a woman in total shock, just numb with disbelief. Her whole reality has been shattered. So now we get to the big, shocking turning point of the story. That profound shock, it doesn't last very long. It very quickly turns into one of the most unexpected and impulsive acts you'll ever read. Her brain just can't compute what's happening, so it just defaults to her routine. I'll fix some supper. She's on complete autopilot, moving like she's in a dream, trying to pretend that if she just acts normal, none of this is actually real. And right here is where the story's dark, twisted humor really kicks in. The thing she grabs from the freezer isn't just a piece of meat. It's a big, solid, frozen like a rock leg of lamb, a totally innocent piece of their dinner that's about to become something way, way more sinister. And those are Patrick's final words. It's the ultimate brush-off. He's dismissing her, their life, the very dinner she's trying to make for him. And for Mary, this is the final push. It's the sentence that just snaps her out of her numb disbelief. And just like that, it happens. No thinking, no hesitation. Dahl even writes that she might as well have hit him with a steel bar. The tranquil housewife is gone. In her place, a killer. The whole thing is so sudden, so brutal. It's just as shocking for us as it is for Patrick. So in the moments right after, you'd expect panic, right? Screaming? Nope. Instead, that shock brings this incredible, cold clarity. Her survival instinct kicks in, but it's not for herself. And this right here is such a crucial moment. She accepts what she's done instantly. But her fear isn't about going to jail. Dahl says that would actually be a relief. No, her fear is for her unborn child. And that maternal instinct transforms her from a victim into this cunning, methodical planner. And would you look at how fast she comes up with a plan? It is brilliant in how simple it is. Step 1, get rid of the murder weapon by cooking it. Step 2, rehearse her performance. Step 3, create an alibi with a witness who has no idea. And step 4, stage the discovery. It's meticulous and it's cold-blooded. And her act at the grocery store? It is perfect. Absolutely flawless. She's cheerful, she's normal. She even talks about Patrick like he's still alive, weaving this totally believable story for the grocer. She's not just buying potatoes, she is literally buying herself an alibi. So her plan unfolds perfectly, which brings us to the story's famous, darkly funny conclusion. And it all hinges on one really powerful literary device. To really get this final scene, you've got to understand this one concept: dramatic irony. Basically, it's when we, the audience, know something that the characters in the story don't. We know exactly what happened, who did it, and what the murder weapon is. The police, they have no idea. And Dahl uses that knowledge gap to create some incredible tension and humor. One of the detectives, Noonan, he says it himself. The whole case depends on finding the weapon. They're searching everywhere, convinced it has to be some big, heavy, blunt object, maybe a metal bar or something. They are so close to the truth, and yet so far away. And this is Mary's checkmate move. It is so audacious, so bold, you almost can't believe it's happening. She's playing the part of the grieving, hospitable wife and offers the murder weapon, now a perfectly cooked dinner, to the very men who are looking for it. This line is absolutely legendary. As they are literally chewing on the evidence, one of the detectives speculates that the weapon is probably right under our noses. Dahl is having so much fun here as the police literally eat the solution to the entire crime. And that's how Dahl leaves us, with the sound of Mary's quiet little giggle from the other room. So what is that laugh? Is it a laugh of relief, of victory? Or is it the sound of someone who has completely snapped and been reborn as something else entirely? It's a chilling end to a perfect crime, leaving us to wonder, who was the real lamb led to the slaughter?